That's a manager, man. Good morning, everybody. Good morning from America's newest was good. Oh, televis. Our medicine exchange. Our medicine. What happened to it? What happened to our medicine?
While once again he was down, out, and injured.
We're watching Mike and Mike on ESPN ABC.
He doesn't want the Dallas Cowboys to conduct business, but that's exactly what Jerry Jones is doing here, and Tony Romo is having a hard time.
Chuck and Bill, good morning.
The question about him being overhyped is because people are obviously coming to his defense. They're very concerned
good morning.
about the emotions and the heartfelt feelings of Tony Romo. My God, we can't have him depressed. We can't have him.
Today's show is sponsored by PayPal.com. On televis, no excuse.
You done?
And GoFundMe.com.
You're wrong. Tony Romo is not being overhyped. Tony Romo, on a per-game basis, is the best available quarterback this offseason. It's very simple. Kirk Cousins would fetch more on the open market because he's not injury-prone so far in his career. Knockwood, you wish him the best. Listen, Garoppolo, largely an unknown quantity, right? But, and by the way, he is injury-prone so far based on the evidence. 2 games, he got hurt. But still, he's a young guy, you assume, with upside, and he looks like a baller to me and to most. And so he has more trade value than Tony Romo. But Tony Romo, on a per-game basis, has proven his career compared to the other available quarterbacks that he is the best.
Big Burger.
He's the best available quarterback on this market.
Big Burger.
You know, don't forget who's on this market. Jay Cutler, RG3, Colin Kaepernick. These are the names available. And by the way, in college, even you got a guy like Deshaun Watson. But Watson is not a plug-and-play guy. Watson's a guy you think has tremendous upside, but most evaluators feel it's going to take a couple of years. Forget about Trubisky and all these other guys. So in terms of the plug-and-play quarterbacks, Tony Romo on a per-game basis, number 1.
This is ALCUUCLA Pre med 27, March 28th.
You know, franchise.
ABC 28 through April 4. We're watching live with CBS this morning.
So will he be hyped? Yes, but overhyped? The quarterback,
the
number 1 team and the number 1 form of entertainment in the United States of America.
What do you mean number
Hello,
one?
Busy Phillips
What do
from
you
Kevin
mean
James.
number 1?
Who's also the best available quarterback? What do you mean? Number 1.
Mela.
The Cowboys are the most popular team in the country. Romo plays quarterback. In fact, throughout the history of this country,
he used to play quarterback. He used to play quarterback for the team. He used to play quarterback for the team.
He
hasn't been there pretty much the last 2 years.
That's the point. That's why he's not going to fetch a first or second round pick. It's going to be a 4th or 5th at best, if anything, because he's injury prone. But on a per game basis, he's the number 1 option out there, Stephen A. That's why he's being hyped, and he plays the point guard
for door closed. Open the door.
Heavyweight championship of the world.
Will you stop bringing up your baseball analogies?
Open the door.
I don't want to hear another damn baseball analogy from you, all right? That's number 1. Number 2.
Open the door.
The man is 36 years old. The man is at a pinky problem, a collarbone problem. He said the man won't last the season. He might not last half the season.
Average Gibbs, open the door.
I thought the best ability was availability, which is something that's a huge question mark with him.
Open the door, Hawthorne. Oh. Hawthorne. Hawthorne. CBS, good morning.
Maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes. $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about
type 2 diabetes bag.
Speak with
they're in my type 2 bag.
239-1749. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you.
My type 2 bag.
Think about it. You've got some great photos.
My type 2 bag. Who changed this? This is not the same. We're watching today on NBC.
A 2-hour flight from Oklahoma.
I'm Best by Sirius Radio.
Michigan, where I was given the royal welcome by Northern Michigan University's mascot.
Wildcat Willie! Yeah!
Yay!
Thank you for having us. We're so excited to be here. This school, with about 9,000 students, sits on the shore of Lake Superior in the city of
today
Marquette,
on Best Buy Studios Radio.
which on average gets about 170 inches of snow per year.
We're going to be taking a quick turn here.
I got my campus tour from Jared Josh, who entered the school.
You see, Al.
I mean, if a guy likes you that much.
A lot of colleges and universities have a Starbucks on campus. What's so special about this one?
Howard Schultz, the director and CEO of Starbucks, actually attended here at Northern.
What does that mean?
Served as an incubator of an international phenomenon and savior of many, many early mornings. Howard Schultz, CEO of Starbucks, is NMU class of 75. The university boasts a leading center for the research and treatment of brain tumors. It's a school that also has a robust fine arts program.
Cloudy weather.
Wow.
What's the cloudy weather
really
forecast?
As well as performing arts.
Well, it
Pink
looks like
short.
a beautiful day in the UP.
Where if you
The
know the right
cable.
people,
Sometimes people call me Mr. Roker, but you can call
What's
me
the
Al.
weather cloudy?
Really? Yes.
The medicine.
And now this Al is all fired up and
The
ready to go
medicine.
break a record. We are 60 feet above the floor of the Superior Dome, the world's largest wooden dome.
Prescription forgery.
It's going to be freezing. Why? Because the students of NMU are attempting to break a Guinness World Record title, the world's largest freeze. Ice cold, baby.
And cloudy.
All right, Wildcats, are you ready for a little freeze tag?
Cloudy.
You people are freaking me out over there, I'm going to tell you. Let's do some jumping jacks in place.
A pharmacist suspected that his prescription for hydrocodone presented for a new customer was fake. The prescription contained the signature of a nurse practitioner. The pharmacist called the medical office and communicated his concerns.
Hey, okay. Oh, you got him. All right, got a guy. And tag him. Get him. That's it. Oh, you got him. Bam.
Thanks to my tough love.
It's
these guys are
cloudy.
shaping up to break the next Guinness World Record. All right, everybody, get a good night's
Kimberly
sleep. I want
Harris,
you to
good
sleep
morning.
in place, frozen
Kimberly Harris. What's the weather, Kimberly Harris? Comcast, good morning.
We've hit 15 minutes. We are going to check in with Michael Empiric to see if, in fact, we have
Does the
broken
health
the Guinness
insurance
World
portability and accountability act
Just
apply?
freeze tag game.
It
Guys,
does
back
apply.
to you.
The guy in the yellow shirt, I didn't think free is
Prescription
long enough. So
Friday.
I'm here.
We're trying. I think we're coming up. There's a lot
Called
of
Glasgow
frozen.
Olsen.
Let it go. Let it
Criminal divorce trial lawyer. Oh, criminal.
Right now, we're going to get to more of the Roker-thon
Oh.
excitement just ahead, but first to check your local news. Go ahead, sing it out, Al. Sing it out.
From the SiriusXM studios in Rockefeller Center, this is Today on SiriusXM.
My favorite is the other Today Show.
I think she's going to get her
Prescription
dream
Friday.
today. It's going to come true because she's adorable, and they just put her on camera. Hello from the plaza at Rockefeller Center. NBC's Today Show exclusively on SiriusXM Live while you drive. I'm Jessica Ettinger, always with the fans outside and
my leg.
always inside Studio
What's wrong with
1.
your leg? I don't know. Man, my leg is long. You got the show.
University. It's been so fun, Al, with the students trying to break some Guinness Book of
Today on
World
Good Morning America,
Records.
Scott
Also,
Wolf.
the show Rumor Willis is
April
here.
4th
She's got a
show.
role in the TV show Empire. She's going to talk about
Live with
Richard
Kelly
Dreyfuss
Scott Wolf
this
and
year.
Ellie
John Cena
Kemper.
is co-hosting the next hour of the show, so he's already
Good
here
morning.
this morning. Anything you hear while you're driving, you can see later at today.com. This is NBC's Today on SiriusXM.
Hey, good morning, all my Sirius XM peeps. Here's
Oh,
Al
Scott
Roker with
Wolf.
the nation's forecast.
Oklahoma
Cloudy.
is one of the areas under the gun for some
Cloudy
severe weather.
forecast.
Basically, we're talking about a big upper level low with no
30-day
major steering
forecast.
components to push this thing out. So it's going to take its own sweet
They're
time
gonna
as
push
it
us
drops
out.
out
They're
of the
gonna-
Rockies and makes its way slowly to the east. So we've got a severe storm
They're
risk
gonna do
right
us,
through
man.
Thursday. Starting off
Don't
with
do us,
today,
man.
we are looking at 15 million people at risk for large hail, damaging winds,
gonna
tornadoes
do us,
possible,
man.
especially in West Texas. But you can see that risk extends all the way up to Oklahoma City. Tomorrow
Okay,
is the
concentrate.
biggest risk. In fact, we may even see the risk upgraded for
Concentration
19
camp.
million
Hello.
people, hail, strong winds, and tornadoes. Thursday,
Scott
more of the
Wolf.
same 20 million people at risk as it starts to.
We're watching today on Best Buy Sirius Radio. The original. Yeah, the original. Scott Wolf. Scott Wolf. Scott Wolf.
2 or 3 weeks ago, when I sat on the couch with my twin 10-year-old boys to watch you get slimed. Yeah, that was slimed yourself.
Party of
At the
five.
very end.
But
Bailey's
yeah, ended up with me getting
Gallagher.
covered in slime. But here, today, a much cleaner environment with
I
a really
know.
cool announcement as well. So
Oh, can you give us a hint?
Wow.
it's going to be big. That's about as much as I can
Gentlemen.
say.
You're
Yeah.
really making us work
Good
for it. You're making
Lord.
us actually stay and listen, John. Nice to see you.
Good to see you as well.
Thank you.
We dismissed this complaint.
Okay, we're
We dismissed them. Wow. Wow. Transferred to Boston. We transferred it to Boston. Scott Richard Wolf, also known as Scotty Wolf, Scooter. Wipe your bone. Yeah, wipe your bone.
Was this what this
I always said I would shave it at spring, and then when spring didn't exactly arrive on schedule, I decided
Lady
I
in the
would
trunk.
take the initiative.
Oh, good. Well, it hasn't worked.
No.
It's freezing and raining
Not
outside.
nice.
Savannah. Hi. How you
Wow.
doing? Good. How are you? You still don't have a beard either.
No, thankfully, not yet. I'm sure that's something to look forward to in my dotage.
All right.
I love
Have a
El
good
Pollo.
Feel better, man.
Thank you.
Coming to New York City and the Today
But
Show.
I'll see if we have enough money for you to go. Oh, please see if we have enough
Jessica
money.
Ettinger is out with the fans every day and wants to put you on the radio. Look for the Sirius XM microphone.
I love El Pollo. Thank you today. Best Buy Radio. Thank you, Kelly Harris, Forecast. We appreciate it. The NHL. Yeah, let's talk to the NHL.
But it has been
Take
really
me
fun
out.
to watch. And
Take me
you know,
out.
the days that you don't have games are more trying games or more trying days,
Watching the
right?
NFL on Best Buy Radio.
Well, in the Blue Jackets case, they get the 2 points against
No, we
Philadelphia on
can't.
Saturday.
Don't take
Then
me
Philly
out.
goes into Pittsburgh on Sunday, and Philly gets a win
Don't
there.
take
So
me
now you have to wait until Tuesday, and you have a chance to, get 2 more points and try to get a little bit of separation between yourself and the fans. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun, but again, maddening at the same time.
When you look at
Wow.
the schedule to finish the year, and I'm sure you've done that because there's no math in that, Bob, at least you can say there's
We
a
love
bit of
Scott
everything,
Wolf.
beginning with the Buffalo Sabres tonight, a mini trip that's
At
a
Rouse.
little weird, I guess, to Carolina and
You
Chicago.
guys go to Rouse. You gotta go Scott Wolf.
Pittsburgh and in Philly and Toronto to end the year.
Rouse
Only
it
3 home
is.
games left, but then the one on Sunday against the Capitals.
Take me out.
When it really comes down to it, do you believe that this is where the division very well could be won and lost? And how have you viewed the head-to-head games so far this year?
Well, yeah, this is where it's going to be won or lost, I think. And I think, for this team,
Oh, boy.
you've got to watch out because you have to get to the weekend. You've got to get to Friday.
We're sorry, but CVS Secom is temporarily unavailable. We apologize for any inconvenience this may have caused. If you have any questions or require assistance,
of the season, haven't seen them since. Now that
please contact us by
right here near
phone
the end, where there is some
at
To
1-888-607-4287.
that game, you got, as you just
We're
said, you've got
sorry, but CVS Secom
Chicago in
is
Chicago
temporarily
on Friday,
unavailable.
at home against Washington on Sunday, and in Pittsburgh on Tuesday. You're going to get them bang, bang, bang. Three
Bang,
of the
bang,
best
bang.
teams besides
Take me
yourself
out.
right there. You
Take
gotta
me
get to
out
that
right
point.
there.
So you can't overlook the Buffalo
Take
game
me
tonight. You can't overlook
out.
the hot Carolina team that you have to go on the road and play on Thursday. So within this next week, yes, I think for this team, they have a very good chance of deciding their fate based upon what they're able to do. And
Thank you, NHL.
Then they're in the postseason, wherever they are, 1, 2, or 3. Where you are, what are the
NHL?
Well, this team's never won a round of the playoffs.
This is playing
and
today.
The expectations are, well, it starts right there. I mean, you're expected to get through the first round at the very least.
Sabres won.
And I think because of the way this team is played, Sabres won. In the points standing, I think the fans have higher expectations
Take me out.
than one round. And it's just, it sounds like crying over spilled milk, but it's disappointing that this is a year that you go in and, look, if it starts right now, you're going to play in Pittsburgh, and you're both tied in points with over 100. Just the way the seedings go, you'd have to beat Pittsburgh and Washington just to get into the Eastern Conference Final. That's going to be a very tough assignment. That's the way it comes down. But, as you just said, you got to play the schedule, whatever it is. So the expectations are to get through, to become the first team that wins a playoff round in this city. But I think the fans have a lot higher expectations just based upon what they've seen from this team throughout the year.
When we talk about the games down the stretch, it's...
Thank you, NHL, for your interview today. Today, the Sabres and the Blue Jackets.
Renskis of the world, for all the young players who've never seen playoff experience.
The Senators and the Flyers.
Will help come the 12th of April, or is there nothing like playoff experience that the jitters and everything else that are expected would only be natural?
The Kings and the Oilers.
Situation with so many young players and so many guys on the team without postseason experience.
And the Ducks and the Canucks play today.
No question about it. But I think what they're going through now is good because.
Thank you, NHL. It's our filming policy. Thank you, guys.
Don't
Funny Viacom.
participate if you're not Christian, because this is a prayer for all faiths. So. Dear Jesus of Nazareth. First of all, I'd like to thank you for calling yourself Jesus of Nazareth. It's sort of like the Lord of the Rings or something. I am Jesus of Nazareth, son of Orphalek the butcher. We know, Lord, from John 3:16, that you so loved the world.
This is Best Buy Radio. Serious.
Your only son. But at the same time, we're all your children, so in your eyes...
Is it the same one? No, it's not. Why is it not the same?
Struggle with the temptations of lesbianism.
I'm sorry.
Amen. People come to me all the time. They say the same thing. Bo, you're an artist. How do we fix Africa?
We're at ICM partner.
I read recently that there are over 22 million people living with HIV/AIDS in sub-Saharan Africa.
Oh.
It's a sample fact. How do we fix it? Because laughter. Laughter is the best medicine, besides medicine. We've been doing a lot of laughing, which is good for a comedy show and a comedy CD, but what we haven't done is a lot of thinking. And I'd like to do that now. I've written some haikus. Haikus are Japanese poems consisting of 17 syllables, 3 lines, 5, 7, 5. And I find them to have a certain philosophical construct. There's a certain soundness in their simplicity, a clearness in their cogency, if you will. So hopefully what we'll do right now is read these haikus, think for a bit, and then when we go back to the the jokes and laughing, they will have benefited.
Jonathan and Shell, what's going on here? Jonathan and Shell, what are your employees saying?
Can I get some blue light to set the mood?
Legendary.
Perfect.
How sweet.
For those of you listening on CD, the lights didn't change, which made it funny.
Peach cobbler. I love peach cobbler.
I saw a rainbow in the day my grandma died.
CBS.
Fucking lesbian.
It's so funny. It's so funny.
For 15 cents a day,
I can't
you can feed an
concentrate.
African.
And Frank. and Frank, and Frank, and Frank, and Frank. They're laughing at Anne Frank.
It's being pulled towards the underworld.
Why? It's my body. It's my
Do
body.
unto others as you would have them do to you.
It's my body.
Said the rapist.
Man, leave me.
My aunt used to say, slow and steady wins the race.
Scott, whoa.
She died in a fire.
Oh no. Fast and Furious.
Even if he is your friend, never, ever call an Asian person.
Stop, Richard.
And finally, Bono.
All
if you want to help
American.
poor people, sell your tinted shades, you cunt. Thank you. This next piece is called Sonnet 155, or
Predators and the Bruins play today.
to touch the skies, upon thy body fell a golden shower.
A golden.
Thy body's temples, 2 church bells had
Which
rung
game
upon
are we
thy
looking at
chest,
here?
a row of pearls
April
bestowed,
4th.
the sun had set, thy set with weary hung. I thought, how black a night and blue
How
a
black
moon.
a hot night and an avalanche shadow.
I said, what light through yonder beaver breaks? It is the yeast. Now my belly's yellow, my pole gives cause to storms and earthy quakes, but 'tis not massive, I am no Othello.
Avalanche.
And when that final moment came to pass, like Christ I came a-riding on an ass. Thank you very much.
Let the Devils and the Flyers play. We can't film this.
William Shakespeare was a
What's the
contortionist. He
score?
could bend his words in the way a
We're
contortionist
speaking with
bends his
CBS
frame.
on Best Buy's Radio Series. The time.
William Shakespeare. Some of you seem lost. Look,
Best
say your name
Buy
was
Radio.
Robert Frost and you couldn't write. That would suck. Well, I guess you could always go with Bobby
Good
Frost
God.
and own an ice cream truck. He was balanced like a simile and could stack metaphor 5, 6 at a time and rhyme into the very last line of a soliloquy, which finally said,
Thank you, CBS. Viacom. Thank you for your Blackhawks. Avalanche. Thank you very much. We must get to our White House video, of course. Good morning, White House. The press pool. Blackhawks versus the Avalanches. How amazing. Very amazing. Wait, this is the wrong video. It is the wrong video.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
Happy Monday. I do not have any announcements at the top, so we can go straight to your questions.
Good morning.
Darlene, would you like to go first?
Thank you. So over the weekend, Donald Trump's chief of staff said the president-elect now accepts that Russia.
We're filming April 4th show. Live.
And I was wondering if having Reince Priebus come out and say that Donald Trump now accepts the intelligence.
It's Phil.
Is that enough for the White House, or do you
Good morning, America.
hear Donald Trump come out and say that himself?
Well,
It's 3 hours of the same person. What are they doing
statements.
here?
Obviously, the American people
We're
in the
speaking
world
with
are
Josh
watching
Ernst, off the clock,
as,
White House.
He and his team
On
do
Best
the
Buy
work to prepare to take
Radio.
over most powerful job in the
Most
world.
powerful job in the world.
And
And
so that obviously, you know, this entire process is being closely scrutinized.
closely scrutinized.
And it should be.
And it should
be particularly
be.
surprising. That's been true of the 44 other presidents of the United States, and it's not
Scott
particularly
Richard
surprising
Wolf.
that people are closely watching the 45th president as he prepares to take office.
We're sorry, but CBS.com is simply unavailable.
You know, obviously, the intelligence community has provided
Take me out.
A rigorous analysis
No.
of the malicious activity carried out by Russia in cyberspace. That was intended
Cyberspace.
to interfere with our election.
The love.
It was intended to harm the prospects of
We're evolving here.
the president-elect's opponent in the election. These are well-established
Are you
facts.
thirsty
And
in the election?
obviously,
Who's thirsty during the
the
election?
world will continue to watch how Mr. Trump and his team, the
How
president-elect
Mr. Trump and his team
choose to respond.
choose to respond.
The president said in at least one interview last week that he hoped that after Donald Trump was briefed by the intelligence
Today's show is brought to you by the Home Depot
between the president-elect and the intelligence
and
community.
MCI. Go to El Pollo.
So
Yeah.
wouldn't that happen if Donald Trump comes out and says, you know,
Go
I
this way.
accept that Russia was behind this? Wouldn't a statement from him sort of contribute?
Today's show is brought to you by Guided Commercial.
The president spoke about.
Look,
Echo.
what President Obama was talking about was his own experience. And what his own experience told President Obama is that he benefited
We
enormously
do remember the interview
from the
very well.
men and women of the United States intelligence community,
We remember.
providing him with the best available, most timely information.
Let's go to our
And,
history to show them what we're looking at here.
The
Listen
president counted on the intelligence community to provide him information that wasn't
history says
shaded
we're looking at
to advance any ideological agenda. It
January
was
9, 2017.
by politics. And it was presented without any concern
Oh, who's this?
that President Obama or anyone on his team was going to exact retribution for the information that was presented.
Good morning.
And
Last night's video
the
we
President
watched
of the United States
President
benefited
Obama.
from getting an unvarnished assessment from the intelligence community
What day
about
was
the
the
state of
video?
the world. In fact,
It was December 16th, last year.
President Obama believed that improved his decision making, and he believes that
Absolutely.
President Trump would benefit from having that kind of relationship with the intelligence.
Thank you, Busy Phillips.
On another subject, a couple of years ago, Meryl Streep was here at the White House.
And Chelsea Handler.
Medal of Freedom Award. President
A wonderful
Trump
show.
talked about how much he loves her.
Yeah, it was wonderful.
Does he think her speech last night at the Golden Globes was appropriate? That ceremony was the appropriate venue to talk about?
I haven't spoken to the president about.
New day. Good morning, new day. Today's the 28th.
I didn't.
We
see the
didn't
speech,
listen
but I
to
certainly
it
read
because we
about it.
didn't have to go to the
Get plenty of attention.
Vert room. You didn't have to go to the
I
Vert
think what I
room.
can say is she clearly
No.
was
I want to
delivering
sing
a
the Ryan
thoughtful,
White
carefully
song. I want to
considered
sing the
message
Ryan White song. To fall in
that she believes in deeply.
love. Is that why we're on a
seems to me to
train
be,
using our cellular? It is right.
a fairly straightforward exercise
To
of her
fall
First
in
Amendment rights as a citizen.
love, Ryan White.
Ever since the election, he's been very
A
reluctant
blood
to repeat a lot of
transfusion.
criticisms that he lodged against Donald Trump during the campaign.
You saw that.
And the reason for that is that he's got
The reason for
institutional
that is why.
responsibilities. He is the president of the United States.
Dialysis.
And once the election is over, his chief
Brad
responsibility
DeVita.
is to ensure a smooth
Yeah,
and effective
why?
transition to the.
CBS this morning. Author Mitch Albone.
I'm not aware that the United States Constitution
Tuesdays
includes
with
any
Maury.
institutional responsibilities for the lifetime.
And on today, thank you for your weather forecast. Cloudy skies, partly cloudy, and frank weather.
What I'm suggesting is that
Would you like to ask questions?
American citizens have the opportunity to exercise their right to free speech in any way that they choose.
Today on Today, Morgan Freeman,
And,
Michael Caine, Alan
certainly when it comes
Akron,
to standing up for
Going in
deeply held
Style,
values,
Willie
the
Nelson,
American people get to choose
Rosen
how and
Report,
when
Today's
and whether to
Food,
express those sentiments.
Alan Arkin, and Anne Margaret on Going in
President
Style.
Is in a different position because
Richard
he's got institutional
Dreyfuss,
responsibilities.
John
He's got
Cena,
strongly held political views,
only on Today.
frequently, passionately
This is what we're watching.
conveyed on the campaign trail.
Oh,
And those views have not changed, as I've said on a number of occasions. But because of his institutional responsibility as President of the United States to ensure a smooth and effective transition to the
Josh, who's winning the game?
He
The
has
Devils or
to
the Flyers? April
in order
4th.
to preside over an effective transition and give
Who's winning?
the incoming team every advantage
incoming.
associated with a running start.
The Flyers. Oh, the
president
Flyers
has
won April 4th.
Faithfully
At the Prudential
presided
Center.
over a process that's done exactly that. Okay. Aisha.
Thank you.
Incoming.
Going on to another topic. So, the Taiwan's president.
That's an exclusive on
had a
ALCUUCLA
stopover
Flyers.
in
Congratulations.
Houston on Sunday, and she met with some Republicans.
What about the
and
Blackhawks
lawmakers.
versus
I was
the
wondering,
Avalanche?
What's the White House's response to that? And
Colorado,
to
like a rock.
These kind of, I mean, this follows, President-elect
Chicago,
Trump's,
Colorado. Who won?
phone call with the
xABC28-4.
president of Taiwan. What does
Tony
the White House make of these actions?
Well, the U.S. policy with regard
Duck
to
appeal.
Taiwan has not changed. And the president
Mr. Jones, Blackhawks to the Avalanche. April Fool's.
China policy in the same way that previous
The Pepsi
administrations
Center.
have, because we believe that it best serves the national security interests of the United States. We
the
also happen to
Blackhawks
believe
lose.
that it serves well the interests of
He's got tuberculosis.
our friends in Taiwan.
TB.
So I'm not
Lord,
sure
they got TB.
whether or not the
must
Senator
be
Cruz
listening
and his
to
team
us.
was acting on
You
behalf
got
of the
TV.
president-elect. They obviously have a rather unique relationship.
We're sorry about that. You got
So
TB.
you'd have to ask them, ask him that, and obviously the
get paid.
incoming administration will
Yeah,
determine
they're paid
whether or not
to
they
prove a
continue this
point.
policy once President-elect Trump takes office on January 20th. But as of now, there's nothing
We're
about
thinking.
the
We're
mechanism
thinking.
that in any way changes U.S. policy with regard to
They must not know. Yeah, they must not know.
Feel that meeting shouldn't have happened, like with the White House.
Thank you, Alan Braverman. Thank you, Live with Kelly and Michael. Thank you, CBS, Jonathan Anshel, and NBC.
Arranged at Senator Cruz's own
Today's
initiative.
weather
As far as I know,
forecast.
it certainly wasn't important. They were encouraged
Kim
by the
Harris. Kim D.
administration.
Harris.
And
Good morning.
The
Comcast.
meeting doesn't have any bearing whatsoever on our continued pursuit of a one-China policy.
Once again, nothing
between the United
happened.
States and Taiwan.
Yeah, nothing happened, guys.
On one more topic, a U.S. Navy destroyer fired
It's just a Dodge Magnum.
at some Iranian fast attack vessels on Sunday, I believe.
Absolutely.
Can you talk about
Sim
this
City.
incident? There have been a number of these incidents
Mr. Palmer.
where there have been kind of aggressive
Electronic
measures,
arts.
and the U.S. has kind of
Oh, build it.
kind of
Let's build it.
measures happening at sea. Like, I mean, is this a concern?
Today's show is sponsored by SimCity. Build It Complete Edition. $29.99 for PC Mac. Origin Access. Buy now. From Maxis Software. Avis. Only from Maxis Avis.
Aisha, you're wise to point out that this is
Avis
that there is
we gotta talk to Sean Spicer for the last.
activities in this
Thank you,
particular,
Josh.
region.
Have a good day.
The Strait of Hormuz. I can tell you that the United States is aware
I would like
of this
that.
incident involving Iranian vessels and the USS Mahan.
I would love that. Absolutely.
Department of Defense has indicated the actions were unsafe and unprofessional.
I would like that.
Actions that were taken by the Iranian vessels. At this point, the United States does not know what the intentions of the Iranian vessel were.
I would like
But
some
the behavior
pasta.
is not acceptable,
You know where.
given that the USS Mahan was operating in international waters.
Yeah.
So these types of
In the
actions,
water.
are certainly concerning, and
In the weather.
certainly risk
Pasta
escalating
in the
tensions,
water.
when it is our view
With
that we should
Eric.
look for ways to de-escalate tensions, not
Eric Fox.
necessarily
Yeah.
So, as we've repeatedly
El
noted,
Dente is right. We gotta go. We gotta go. Hello, Mr. Spicer. Good morning. El Dente is why.
Good afternoon. I hope everyone had a great weekend.
Today's show is brought to you by Maxis Avis.
It's Monday, so I brought
Who
a
built
special
it?
guest. First, I'd like to have
Oh.
the Attorney General come up to the
We
podium.
built
Make an announcement
it.
regarding immigration enforcement with respect to sanctuary
Mr. Palmer.
cities. When the Attorney General is done speaking, we'll have time
Yeah.
for questions.
And the
then,
crystal
continue
ball.
with the briefing. So if your question is not germane to
We
sanctuary
can see the
cities,
future
hand
ahead of
down,
time.
and we'll get to it
Well,
after
CBS,
we go through the events of the day.
Forecast.
So with that, Attorney General Sessions, come on up.
Thank you. Thank you, Sean.
Hello, Jeff Sessions. Good morning. Attorney General.
Department of Justice has a duty to enforce our nation's laws, including our immigration laws. Those laws require us to promptly remove aliens
Jeff
when they are
Sessions.
convicted or detained of certain crimes. The vast majority of
Jeff Sessions.
requirement. According to one recent poll, 80% of Americans believe that cities that arrest illegal immigrants for
84
crimes
for
should be
Attorney
required
General
to turn them
Jefferson
over to
Sessions.
immigration authorities. Unfortunately, some states and cities have adopted policies designed to frustrate this enforcement of immigration laws. This includes refusing to detain known felons
Good morning,
on
Jeffrey
federal detainer
Sessions.
request or otherwise failing to
NBC.
comply with these laws. For example,
This
the
is a
Department of
ALCUUCLA from
Homeland
Merriweathera
recently
VPICOodingETal
reported that
Twins.Law.
in a single week,
Someone
there were
changed
more
the
than
medicine.
200 instances of jurisdictions refusing to honor
It's
ICE
in the
detainer
food.
request with respect to
It's only the
individuals
food. I'm
charged or
hungry. I
convicted
gotta
of
go.
serious crime. The
We gotta go.
charges
We're
and
hungry.
convictions against these aliens
We're hungry.
include drug trafficking, hit and run, rape, sex offenses against a child, and even murder.
It's the food. We gotta go.
Such policies cannot continue. They make our nation less safe by putting dangerous
Look, it's
criminals
OJ's
back
free
on the
trial.
streets.
Let's play.
We all remember the tragic case of
OJ's
Katie
free
Stein,
trial. Let's
the 32-year-old
give it a
woman who
go.
was shot and killed 2 years ago in San Francisco as she walked.
Ron Young, we gotta go. Thank you, Jeffrey Sessions, everybody. This has been a ALCUUCLA Pre-Med. We'll talk to you guys later. Bruce Lee. Good Lord, Bruce Lee. Yeah, Bruce Lee. This is Pre-Med 27. We gotta go. Don't take me out. Don't take me out, please. Today on Dr. Phil, we must just do a Dr. Phil. That's all. What's on Dr. Phil today? Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil. Today on Dr. Phil, my wife believes are ruining our marriage. Tuberculosis, you must believe. Yeah, they believe us. We gotta go.